Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to Shadyology. Hello there, you two. It is I, Skeletor, and I have pirated Shadyology's channel once again. Why, you ask? Well, another holiday has seemed to sneak up on us. Well, not a holiday for me, mind you, as I'm Eternian, but a holiday for Americans. It's a ridiculous holiday, which apparently everybody gets together and eats dinner to say thank you for some reason. Out of all the holidays you guys have, this one does not sit well with Skeletor. I'm evil. I hate being thankful for anything. In fact, I believe everyone needs to be thankful to me. They should ever be thankful to Skeletor Day. What do I have to be thankful for? I'm stuck on Earth, can't get back to my home world? What do I have to be thankful for? Well, maybe you all, I could sort of be thankful a little bit, but that's as far as it goes. So what have I decided to do for this holiday? Well, last holiday, which was Halloween, I did a Charlie Brown special. And a whole bunch of you in the comments requested that I do another Charlie Brown. And, of course, since it contains my personal favorite girl, that's right, I admit it, I have a Skeletor crush on Lucy. She's a creature of pure sheer malevolence, and I love her. So, I decided why not? Let's do another Charlie Brown. This one is Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving. But before I do, for those people wondering, hey Skeletor, you know that part 2 of the Kevin Smith series came out? When are you going to put that out? Well, rest assured, Skeletor will get to it right after this. Skeletor's got a lot of embers in the fire, so to speak. Too many, in fact. In due time, I will get through them all. And be back to my regularly scheduled programming. Anyway, let's watch this thing.
Charlie Brown, oh Charlie Brown.
I already know where this is going. My favorite girl, ready to do her favorite prank. Off to a strong start here.
I can't believe it. She must think I'm the most stupid person alive.
Yes, she does. And so do I.
Come on, Charlie Brown. I'll hold the ball and you kick it. Ha! You'll pull it away and I'll land flat on my back and kill myself.
There he goes again. Drama queen. He's so afraid of falling on his back and dying. I don't know. He's balding. He acts like an old man. I'm thinking he's got that Benjamin Button thing.
Charlie Brown, it's Thanksgiving. What's that got to do with anything? Well, one of the greatest traditions we have is the Thanksgiving Day football game. And the biggest, most important tradition of all is the kicking off of the football.
Thanksgiving football? I don't understand this. How did this become a tradition? I know Shady's Canadian, and in his Thanksgiving, they don't do this football game thing. In fact, from what I can gather, after he eats the turkey, the only tradition they have is unbuttoning their pants and falling asleep on the couch.
Oh, is that right? Come on, Charlie Brown. It's a big honor for you. Well, if it's that important, a person should never turn down a big honor.
You know what? At some point, I have to say, Lucy, picking on old Charlie Brown here is way too easy. It's not even fun anymore. He is the dumbest human being on Earth.
Don't try to trick me on a traditional holiday. This time I'm gonna...
You mean like every other holiday? That she's done it to you? You fool?
Take that football clear to the moon!
I gotta say, though, with the power that kid has, that allows that kid to fly him up in the air, do a somersault and land on his back, one day, when he ever does get to kick that football, that's gonna be a pretty powerful kick. She's been secretly training him to boost his power, training old Charlie Brown to one day make it to the NFL. He's gonna owe Lucy a big thanks.
Isn't it peculiar, Charlie Brown, how some traditions just slowly fade away?
I love Lucy. You got mail. Both are obsolete.
What's the matter, big brother? I was just checking the mailbox.
No, you weren't. You were just staring at a dog's behind. He wasn't checking the mail at all, unless he was checking to see if his dog was a male. That's the only mail checking he was doing.
What did you expect? A turkey card? Holidays off.
He is a turkey, so why not?
Please depress me. I know what you mean. I went down to buy a turkey tree, and all they have are things for Christmas. Already? Anyway.
Yes, it's true. I noticed that since I've been here. You guys cannot wait for the next holiday. You're already thinking about a holiday ahead of time. Christmas isn't over yet. Get out the Easter Bunny stuff. Every single holiday comes out way too early. It's gotten so bad, I swear I saw some people singing Christmas carols on Halloween. They were like, trick or treat, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Trick or treat, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Why should I give thanks on Thanksgiving?
You know, I like this girl. I think the same way.
What I've got to be thankful for does is make more work for us at school.
Exactly. These holidays only give you more work. Now I gotta buy this person a gift and this person. Oh, how much did she spend on me? Oh, God. But now you gotta spend time with your family? And you don't want to spend time with Skeletor's family. You think you guys fight?
You know what we have to do now? We have to write an essay on Stanley Miles.
Okay, it's called personal space. I know you guys are siblings, but back up. When you get so close, you're touching noses. Sibling or no, back up. I don't have that problem. As you see, I don't have one.
You mean Miles Stanley? What's all the commotion?
You know Linus is like the most boring kid ever when he considers a discussion about a book report to be commotion.
Seems Thanksgiving Day is upon us. I haven't even finished eating all my Halloween candy.
I call BS to this. I know for a fact she spends all Halloween with L. Ron Hubbard over here waiting for the great pumpkin. So I call BS to this. She didn't have candy.
Sally, Thanksgiving is a very important holiday.
Oh, here we go again. Linus is getting on his soapbox, everybody. The most boring child alive.
First country in the world to make a national holiday to give thanks. Yeah.
And that's a good thing? Not to Skeletor. A holiday to give thanks. What about a holiday for evil villains? Where's my holiday?
And he's the cutest thing. What are you going to do on Thanksgiving, Charlie Brown? My mother and Dad and Sally and I are all going over to my grandmother's for dinner. Why didn't you tell him that?
Did he just walk off? See, this is why nobody likes Charlie Brown. He's dumb, he's long-winded, he's boring, and he's also rude. He just walked off without saying, I'll see you later. Just walks away. I'll be like, where are you going, you fool? At least have the decency to say bye or something.
Oh, Linus, we can hold hands under the table.
I don't know what she sees in him.
Hello?
How tall are these people? Look at how tall she is compared to that chair. Her head barely passes over that chair. What is she, 2 feet tall?
This is Peppermint Patty. How you been, Chuck?
Okay, I guess.
Do you kind of miss me, Chuck?
Well...
Who's this Peppermint Patty? You kind of miss me, Chuck? I like her cut of a jib. She goes straight to the point. I like it.
Why,
That's okay, Chuck. I know you probably can't talk because someone's listening. We'll keep these intimate things to ourselves.
Is this a boy? All I said her name was Peppermint Patty, which is interesting because that's almost like a stripper name. Apparently, this boy has a crush on Charlie Brown.
Listen, I really have a treat for you. My dad's been called out of town. He said I could go over to your house and share Thanksgiving with you, Chuck.
well...
This boy is quite presumptuous. He's just like, hey, you miss me. My father said I could spend time with you. Charlie Brown's like, what? I like the cut of this Peppermint Patty boy's jib.
I don't mind inviting myself over because I know you kind of like me, Chuck.
The sheer balls on this boy. I know you kind of like me, Chuck. Did he just out Charlie Brown?
Okay, that's a date. See you soon, you sly devil. Oh.
See, that's how you do it. You don't give them a chance to say no. You just infer, yes, let's go on a date. I know you like me. I couldn't hear what you just said. Bye, we'll meet at this time. Boom, hang up. Perfect way of getting a date.
Brother. Now what? Peppermint Patty's coming to Thanksgiving dinner. We won't even be home. Hello?
Hi, Chuck. I have even greater news. Remember that great kid, Marcy?
Sure.
I just talked to her and she kind of was...
Hey, remember that great kid, Marcy, the one that's in our class? Boy, Peppermint Patty is talking like they were friends from university. Like, hey, remember when we went to university, that kid, Marcy?
Good to see you again. And folks said it would be okay if she joined us. This will be okay with your folks, won't it, Chuck?
Well, the problem...
She's not even going to give him a chance to say anything. It's just going to be, that's going to be okay with your folks. All right, fine, bye.
is...
Don't worry. We won't make any problems. We'll help clean up the dishes and everything. Just save you a drumstick in the neck. See you, Chuck.
How do I always get it?
I gotta learn this trick. I find everybody in this cartoon are very crafty. I think that's why I like Charlie Brown. everybody is evil in one way or another. They're different forms of evil, but they're all sinister in some way.
Now she's bringing Marcy, too.
Hold on, did he just say she? Peppermint Patty's a girl? Well, the name suggests it's a girl. The way she talks and she dresses and she looks, she's either a tomboy or a transgender, I don't know.
Don't fall, because you're so wishy-washy.
I agree. You know what? Charlie Brown's sister got all the brains in the family.
Hey, guess who just walked in over here? It's Franklin. I told him about the big turkey party you're having.
Look at that crazy smile on Franklin. That's like a smile a crazy person would have, just walking around with his giant smile in his pajamas. He got a long sweater and pajamas?
And he sure is folks will let him come. This is gonna be the biggest bash of the year. See ya!
I think I'm losing control of the whole world.
Losing control would imply you had control in the first place. You never had control, Charlie Brown.
Now what's wrong? Peppermint Patty's invited herself, Marcy, and Franklin over for Thanksgiving dinner, and I'm not even going to be home. Why don't you just call her back and explain it to her?
No! Don't be a fool! This is the perfect opportunity for Charlie Brown to get some form of revenge. That's right. He lives in a town where they threw rocks in his bag. He's got a girl in Lucy who's constantly picking on him every chance she gets. And now this one here, she just invites herself over and poses her wheel on him. In fact, you think she's being nice, but she's not. She's just using Charlie Brown's place for the opportunity to have a party. If I was Charlie Brown, I'd still go to my grandmother's house without a care in the world. Say yes. Okay, everyone. Yeah, we're confirmed. You come over, yes, big turkey dinner. Hey, turkeys for everyone. Invite Lucy, invite everyone. Make sure you're over by 5. Bring wine, some chips. They're all there with their stuff waiting for a big turkey dinner and a big party. Then at 5 o'clock, when you know they're there, maybe wait 10 minutes or so. Call the cops and say, hey, by the way, there's a group of rowdy kids outside my place trying to break in. And then have the cops pick them up and put them in jail for Thanksgiving. Be thankful for this now, fools. Then it would have been Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving revenge. Wouldn't that be much better?
You can't explain anything to Peppermint Patty because you never get to say anything.
Well, that sounds like most women. Zing!
What time are you going over to your grandmother's, Charlie Brown? We're supposed to be there by 4:30. Okay, that makes it easy. You simply have 2 dinners. You cook the first one yourself for your friends, and then you go to your grandmother's with your family for the second one.
No, don't listen to him, Charlie Brown. Listen to Skeletor. Why the heck would you want to go through all this work for no reason? They don't deserve this. They deserve to spend the night in prison.
I can't cook a Thanksgiving dinner. All I can make is cold cereal and maybe toast.
And I bet you he can't even do that right. He couldn't even put a sheet over his head. That's all you needed to do, put a sheet over your head. And cut out 2 holes. He cut out 1,000 holes.
We could help you. Snoopy, you go out to the garage and get a table that we can set up in the backyard.
Don't ask Snoopy to do anything. Snoopy's like some weird, grizzled war veteran dog that goes through PTSD. He can't do anything without having some weird war flashback. Look, he's already saluting. And an about face. See? Everything is war with this dog. That's how I get Merman out of bed. Well, not with a branch. I just more like kick him, but same principle.
Little birdie, you fly up.
No, that's not how that works. I thought for a second this dog was going to decapitate this bird. She just walked through the spokes? No way. That's not how the laws of physics work. A spinning wheel like that becomes like a blade. Would have split that bird in 2.
Amazing.
Nothing but net.
Why you worry like you do?
Believe it or not, these 2 would be a shoo-in for the WNBA. Probably be on the All-Star team. More and more ping pong table accidents lead to death. They're a hazard. That dog is also a ball hog. Brings new meaning to playing with yourself.
We don't mind the way you...
That dog really hates that bird.
Any time to play, Snoopy. Please get some chairs around the table.
Hey, Peppermint Patty's expecting a huge party. Get to work, dog. Wow, this chair pulling out of the garage sequence is extremely riveting. The animators must have been so excited to do this. Keep in mind, I shortened this by a lot. This goes on and on.
Your friend, you know.
That's the face I make. Well, I tried to make. When I tried to steal Trapjaw's French fries from his plate, then he just bites my fingers. FYI, don't steal Trapjaw's French fries.
It just seems to do his part.
What sort of wizardry is this? Now the chairs come to life? Was this another one of his bloody PTSD trips? You know all hell breaks loose when your lawn furniture attacks you.
To this big Thanksgiving party, sir.
Did she just call him sir? Now I'm really confused. At first, when I heard the name Peppermint Patty, I thought this was a girl. With a stripper name like Peppermint Patty, it has to be a girl. And then I'm thinking, okay, well, it's a boy. He's got a boy's voice, dresses like a boy, except for the fact that he was attracted to Charlie Brown. So then I'm like, okay, he's probably a gay boy or something, right? And I thought, oh, look, he just outed Charlie Brown. But then Charlie Brown called it a she. So now it's a she, so it's a girl. So then, okay, well then if it's a girl, then it's like she's gotta be like a tomboy or some transgender or something, I don't know. But now her best friend says, sir? I'm totally confused. What is Patty? I don't know what Peppermint Patty is. It's confounding me.
Well, kid, I'm gonna go like this. I'll check.
Yes, why should you dress up to someone's house you just invited yourself over? Sandals and a shirt you woke up in is perfectly fine. Hell, don't even comb your hair.
Cool about Dave. He always wears that striped shirt of his.
To be fair, that's the only shirt Charlie Brown has.
I just talked to Charlie Brown. He said dinner would be served a little earlier.
Great.
You think I should wear a tie?
Yes, wear a tie over your pajamas. That'll spruce you up.
Nah, you can come as you are, Franklin. Chuck won't mind. Besides, he didn't say it was formal.
Okay, Snoopy, that's pretty good. Come on.
Look at all those chairs. He invited like 4 people. And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many chairs do you need for like 4 people?
Besides, we didn't smell with the food.
How many toasters does one kid have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 toasters? You got more toasters than you have people coming to your party. This show really defies the laws of physics, does it not? This dog is a wizard. That's actually what happens to me whenever I try to make Jiffy Pop. Look, this is like a kid's dream. Pretzels, candy, popcorn. I don't know where toast comes in. Like, hey, toast. That seems like a lot more work to butter toast. Probably been quicker if he just bought a turkey. I wonder what Gordon Ramsay would say about these so-called chefs.
What in the f*** is going on here?
And us making flowers out of napkins? These people don't deserve this. Snoopy really should unionize. There we go. Some kind of war thing again. Pretty sure. Oh, pilgrim hat for you. Perfect fit there, Snoopy. He really does not like this bird. Is Snoopy nearsighted or something? Like, what is he trying to fit this giant costume under this little bird for? When he got this little pilgrim suit in his hat the whole time? I'm telling you, he's a wizard. There you go, the gun. He's always got to be military.
Oh, hi, Snoopy. Come on in.
Isn't he not Charlie Brown's dog? Why does he have to knock?
Can you serve the food in that ridiculous outfit?
Poor Snoopy thought he was a guest. Your job isn't over, Snoopy. Get out of your outfit. Serve the food, because everyone wants their food to be served by a dog.
Dr. Chef's hat. We don't know.
Don't you just hate when that happens? There are pills for that sort of thing.
Hi, Chuck.
Yes, don't take your shoes off. Let's walk through my floor with your dirty shoes. I hate these guests. If you were gonna take him to the backyard, why did you take him through the house? But you couldn't have taken him around? And they'll track mud through your whole house? I live with Evelyn. We get into this argument all the time. Skeletor, must you track mud into my floor? It's my floor, Evelyn. I pay for it. Of all the chairs Franklin could have sit, he sits on a possessed chair. There's no shortage of chairs, Franklin. Get up and move to another one, you fool.
Before we're served, shouldn't we say grace?
Grace.
The year 1621, pilgrims held their first Thanksgiving feast. They invited the greatest...
Can someone shut this kid up? He's constantly giving us a history lesson. This kid is like the worst kind of holiday nerd you could ever have to your party. Anytime there's like a holiday, he breaks out in some historical diatribe about the meaning of Valentine's Day. In 1872, St. Valentine fell in love with the Duchess of Who Gives a Crap. Serve the food and shut up.
Indian chief who brought 90 of his brave Indians in a great abundance.
90 Indians to dinner? That's a lot of people to feed. I'm surprised they didn't starve.
Of food. Governor William Bradford and Captain Miles Standish were honored guests. Elder William Brewster, who was a minister, did a prayer that once...
He's still going. The food's getting cold. Well, it was never warm to begin with. It's only toast.
Something like this. We thank God for our homes and our food, for freedom and justice.
Amen.
I'm surprised Peppermint Patty's kept his, mouth quiet during that whole time. Who'd want to eat toast after the dog shuffled them like cards with his dirty paws? Peppermint Patty's not having any of it. Look at her face. She's like, this dog just touched all the food. I'm not eating this now. I'm gonna try that at a dinner party. Just like build everyone's plate and just whip it at them.
What's this? A piece of toast? A pretzel stick? Popcorn? What blockhead cooked all this?
The most ingrateful guest you could invite, Peppermint Patty. She's definitely a millennial. Invites herself over and expects everything.
Where's the turkey, Chuck? Don't you know anything about Thanksgiving dinners? Where's the cranberry sauce? Where's the pumpkin pie?
I don't know, where did you bring the pumpkin pie? You're the one who invited yourself, you fool. See, Charlie Brown, this is why I said you should have done my plan. Never had the party at all, invited them over anyway, and then called the cops to put them in prison. That's what I said. I still stick by that.
You were kind of rough on Charlie Brown, weren't you, sir?
Rough?
There again with the sir. It's a girl or a guy.
Look at this. Did we come across town for this? We were supposed to be served a real Thanksgiving dinner.
Now, wait a minute.
Were you? Because I don't think that was any arrangement there.
Did he invite you here to dinner? Or did
Exactly. Finally, someone says it.
you invite yourself?
Gee, I never thought of it like that. I bet I hurt his feelings, huh? Why can't...
No. Everyone likes to put a lot of work into something so that you can ridicule them. I find it ironic that she's sitting on the heart chair.
I act right outside of a baseball game. Marcy, maybe you can go to old Chuck and patch things up for him. Maybe you can...
Yes, that's always sincere, isn't it? Hey, I screwed up, Marcy. Go apologize for me. That's like something Skeletor would do. Well, Skeletor has done.
tell him how I really feel.
Tell him how I really feel. That'd be great if Marcy was there and just confessed Peppermint Patty's love to Charlie Brown. Peppermint Patty says she loves you, wants to get married to you, and wants to propose.
I really like him, and if the dinner is okay with me.
I don't know. Maybe you should go to Chuck and tell him yourself.
Well, yes, that does make the most sense, does it not?
I'll just ruin everything. You know I'm too brusque and rough. You go and speak for me.
Well,
Well, she does have a point there, too. So again, one of the reasons why Skeletor doesn't do it.
okay. This is not unlike another famous Thanksgiving.
Oh, here we go again with Linus's diatribe. Can someone put a cork in this kid's mouth? Doesn't he have a great pumpkin to go watch?
You remember the story of John Alden and Priscilla Mullins?
This isn't like that one at all.
Peppermint Patty just went up 3 points for me for stifling that know-nothing, know-it-all Linus.
Don't feel bad, Chuck. Peppermint Patty didn't mean all those things she said.
Actually, she did mean it. She just didn't mean to hurt your feelings. But she meant what she said.
Actually, she really likes you.
I just feel bad because I ruined everyone's Thanksgiving.
But to me, it's not on Charlie Brown anymore. I mean, at first you could blame it on him, but when you've seen his track record about Christmas, Halloween, and everything else, at this point, if you don't know that Charlie Brown's gonna screw something up, well, it's on you.
Thanksgiving is more than eating, Chuck. You heard what Linus was saying out there.
No, I was dozing off. I didn't pay attention to any of that.
30 pilgrims were thankful for what had happened to them, and we should be thankful too.
I wonder if the natives were just as thankful as the pilgrims at that same table.
Come here.
See you later, Charles. He's all yours, Priscilla.
Priscilla?
Priscilla? Now I'm even more confused. Priscilla's a girl's name, right? How do you get Patty from Priscilla? Everything is confusing with this girl. Her name is Patty, but the other girl calls her Priscilla, and she doesn't even know her own name. She's like, what? Why are you calling me Priscilla?
Apologies accepted, Chuck, old boy.
Well, first you have to apologize for that to happen.
Sure. There's enough problems in the world already, Chuck, without these stupid misunderstandings.
What misunderstanding? You pretty much made your point very clear. There was no misunderstanding there. If it's a misunderstanding, then go back and eat all that food and enjoy it. Then I would believe it's a misunderstanding. Stuff that face with toast and popcorn, and then we'll talk.
Let's not play lovers games, Chuck. I am.
This is one delusional character. If I should feel sorry for it or like it. I call it an it because I don't know what Peppermint Patty is.
Holding my hand, Chuck. You sly dog.
Good grief, we're supposed to be
As odd as Peppermint Patty is, as brash as she is, as I don't even know androgynous as she is, I still say that's the best thing that Charlie Brown is ever gonna get. And I think Charlie Brown's a fool if he doesn't put a ring on it immediately.
grandmother's house for Thanksgiving by 4:30. I better talk to her and explain my dilemma. Hello, Gran?
Remember phones used to be like that? They're still like that in Eternia.
We're gonna be a little late. You see, I invited a few friends over and they're still here.
Is his mother an elephant? Well, if Charlie Brown's mother is an elephant, that might explain a few things.
It's just Linus and a girl named Marcy and a girl named Peppermint Patty.
So it's a girl. Patty's a girl. So then why does the other one call her Priscilla and a sir? I'm confused.
No, ma'am, they haven't eaten. What? You mean it?
Hey, Peppermint Patty, great news.
We're all invited to Charlie Brown's grandmother's for Thanksgiving dinner.
They're all so excited, but they've never met his grandmother. For all they know, grandmother could be one of those really racist and ignorant people just sitting there going, what, a colored person in my house? And who is this androgynous boy? You don't know what you're in for yet. And they leave the poor dog there. Everyone else gets invited but poor Snoopy. I'm telling you, Snoopy, you can do better.
Isn't there an old song that goes, over the hills, through the woods, to grandmother's house we go?
Can I ask you guys a question who made this cartoon if you're still around? Did you do any casting at all for this? Did you look around even a little bit for kids that could act? Or did you just take your family members and say, hey, we're giving you a job? These kids just cannot act to save their life.
Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go.
Adele, eat your heart out. Dog's work is never done. Great! This is a perfect revenge for Snoopy. He had a turkey the whole time that he was just holding back. The way he was treated in this episode, Snoopy deserved this. That's like a wishbone, is it not? Where you pull it and then you make a wish? That's what that is, right? And why did no one make a wish? They just pull the bone without making a wish. Unless Snoopy's wish was to kill this bird. I think it's Woodstock is his name. So that was it. That's the end. I gotta say, I'm a bit disappointed. Lucy was only in the beginning. How come she wasn't invited to the party? That would have been much more fun. Tell me something. Anybody fans of Charlie Brown? Does Charlie Brown ever get married to Peppermint Patty? And what is Peppermint Patty? A girl, a boy, a transgender? What is Peppermint Patty? Stripper name, best friend says sir, but everyone else says she, dresses like a boy, has a boy's voice. Very confusing. Let me know what you think Peppermint Patty is in the comments. Anyway, now don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for Technology. Until next time.